everyone, Cameron here. I am officially back with the video reviews. They will not be consistent because I have tried and I've said that, I'll be consistent, but I just have to tell you guys that I'm not going to be consistent with the reviews just because I'm busy and lazy, and when you combine the two, I'm not going to be consistent, basically. But I am here. I took the opportunity to see Godzilla today. I saw it this morning. This is a film that I have been so excited for ever since the first trailer came out. I mean, this movie the marketing was incredible. It looked so good. The trailers gave this very Christopher Nolan-esque kind of dark, gritty realism with Spielbergian touches of suspense and drama here and there, and it looked like a character-driven sci-fi monster film, which was so cool, especially after the 1998 bomb. It looked like director Gareth Evans or Garrett Evans. There's two. It's either Gareth or Garrett. I don't know what he was doing with this movie. Just the shots that it looked like he was creating, this kind of dark atmosphere, the characters he was setting up, it all looked incredible. I was very, very excited to see this movie. Of course, I saw it this morning with a couple of my friends. We were all very pumped to see it. And how was Godzilla? Did Godzilla live up to expectations? This is a good movie. This is a very good film. It's not as good as it could have been. A lot of the reviews have been saying that, and I have to agree. This is an incredibly well-made film, and amazingly directed film. What Gareth Evans is able to, what he does with this film is astonishing. This is his second film. And he's taking on a blockbuster of this magnitude, probably $200 million budget, Godzilla, and he handles it all beautifully. There are certain shots that are not only beautiful, take your breath away by just the sheer suspense and scope of this kind of film. This film is huge. This is a huge film. Evans creates this amazing sense of scale and scope, and it really feels like the stakes are very, very high here, and it feels like a real world problem. Like they do a good job of making it as realistic as it could be. Granted that this is a Godzilla film and it is a very unrealistic situation, but they do a pretty good job of making it realistic. Visual standpoint, this film is just amazing, because Godzilla and the other monsters in this film, the CGI is just, it's some of the best I've ever seen. And their fights, when Godzilla gets down and starts fighting these guys, it is incredible, and it doesn't really come till the end of the film. Let's start talking about the performances, because there's a lot of big actors in this movie, namely one Bryan Cranston. He's fantastic in this movie. I mean, he's better than he needs to be, which is actually pretty great though. But he definitely by far gives the best performance in the film. I think just the sheer raw emotion he brings to his character, who is definitely the most interesting character in the film because he's the most well written. Aaron Taylor Johnson plays our lead, who is Bryan Cranston's son. He is like a bomb specialist or something. He's fine. Aaron Taylor Johnson is a good actor. The script doesn't really give him that much to do, unfortunately, and the character itself is not that interesting. I wish that Bryan Cranston's character was the lead. I don't really understand why he wasn't. I feel like the film would have been a great film, because every time Bryan Cranston was on screen, I thought the film was great. The first 30-40 minutes of this film is really solid. The second act is okay. It's pretty good. There are a couple of action set pieces that are thrilling, thanks to Evans' direction and Alexander Desplat's score. I would say the second act kind of drags a little bit, and it's a little bit because of the script. There's a lot of military meetings. I understand they're trying to go with this realistic tone, and there would be a lot of military discussion, obviously, but I feel like there was a little too much focus on them at times. I wanted to see more of the civilian reactions. Do you think the first act, it has this slow build feel to it, because there's not a lot of Godzilla in it. There's a big reveal, I think, about an hour into the film. The thing with this is I don't mind, waiting to see Godzilla. I think that's actually really cool that they waited a little bit to reveal him, but what I do think is that once you reveal him, it's okay to show more of him, because once they reveal, I think it's at 30-45 minutes until we see him again. The final, I'd say, 20 minutes of this film are very, very solid. There's an incredible action sequence in San Francisco. The end gets you excited for a sequel. Some of the human drama is a little generic. I mean, I'm glad that they tried. The filmmakers, tried to give us human drama, human emotion, as opposed to a lot of disaster films. Well, the action sequences are great. There's an action scene, probably my favorite action scene in the film, on train tracks. That's all I'm going to say. And It is suspenseful and so well filmed by Gareth Edwards. There is one shot in particular in this scene involving the monster and them on the tracks that literally blew my mind. I think Evans has such a bright future ahead of him as a director. I can't wait to see what he does next. I just wish that the script was a little stronger. It felt a little bit like a first draft. But I do think Godzilla is a really solid film that you should definitely see. Moments of this film are going to make your inner geek squeal with delight. I'm going to give Godzilla a solid B. I think it's a very good film. Not quite as good as it could have been. I'm happy for the most part with the result, but it definitely could have been a stronger film. But you know what? I'm just glad that we got a Godzilla film, because Godzilla is awesome. That was my review of Godzilla. Let me know what you thought of the film. You know where to email me, cctheaterdude@gmail.com. You can read my blog, theasianreview.blogspot.com. I am Cameron, and I will see you next time.